On one, ready? Here we go. Can. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Quickly to the air is Burrow.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Gun. Stop. 12. White 80. White stop. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
This defense for the Jets, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
They'll run on 3rd down to Brown. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. This is brought in at the 21. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and a couple. Hall again.
And bulldozing his way through.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Play action. It's Fields.
They'll roll him out right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Trying to find Breece Hall out of the backfield.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, trying to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop it. And he was able to continue down.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown.
Brees Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Nick Folk for the point after. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They defer to Brown to start the drive.
And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You talk about this Jets defense.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Wide 80. What is hot? Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, can.
Again, it's Burrow. And he's got it.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and goal.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Gun.
Burrow will throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release.
Here we go. Stop. Wide 80.
Now Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
So second and goal there from the one. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. Second down is always kind of that, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Fields.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Now Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
In motion goes the tight end.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Hall again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Fields. Throw right side, Wilson. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Now Folk for the extra point. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Jets 14, Bengals 7.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shot, trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Paul want to give up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
and the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
On for the extra point is Folk. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 24.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
This a 2nd and 8.
11 MT, take. Gun. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That's caught. Andre Yoshivas.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
On 2. The 50-yard line.
Here we go. 11. Wide 80. Wide shot. Stop.
From midfield now, Burrow. This will be caught once again by Brown. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Jets' 48-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
11. Stop.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And it is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
Here's Burrow. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Back to throw. Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Finding room at midfield. There he goes again. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
A give running right is Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Hall.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. One to the 14-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Fields. This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
They'll give to Hall.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Here's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Jets.
Mason Taylor with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now Folk for the extra point. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
And just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Bengals 7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out.
And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields. This one finds Wilson downfield.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I do believe I recognize that play. It's something Coach Bill Walsh installed every stop he made, putting it in the first day of camp. X-post cross, whether you're going left to right or right to left with that X receiver. You want a big-arm quarterback able to make the throw downfield. But, boy, he was successful everywhere he went.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Play action. It's Fields.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Fields now to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on comes a field goal unit for the Jets. Here's Nick Folk. Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
Folk's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time it forced him to taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
1st and 10, here's Brown. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defense in front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right back to Brown. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Wide 80. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go. Shot.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Hey, can. Stop.
Running right, here's Brown. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Gun. Shot. Can. Shot.
They're thinking on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. An inside give, Brown. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff,
Here we go.
Where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
3rd and goal, the ball at the 10. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up.
Its metal frame corrodes.
Here we go. Stop. Right 80. Right shot. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Shot.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film,